people are so terrified of the fact that they know that had we done to them what they did to our ancestors and continue to do to us, that we would be sitting around every day plotting and scheming to get them back. And so because of the way the Western thought, the paternalistic manner in which their families are structured, they target the black man as being the most powerful. So if you go after him, if you neutralize him, if you neuter him, if you put him down, because if you do that to the white man, you got in white society. Nobody else is going to rise up. And so what you've done is, once you do that, then you have stopped the race. Now, in turn, what they have to understand, and they do know it, and black people seem to resent it, is that while the black man is being attacked, while he's being targeted, while he's being neutralized and neutered, you do have the black woman who is handling it. And she's trying to help him. And she's trying to help her race just like the black man is trying to help his race. So what I'm trying to say is this is not a time for us to split up and point fingers and be angry. Now, here is what I think the black community should do, because I think we all can analyze this and we all have our own perspectives. But I think the black community, first of all, has to come to the realization that at the onset of Barack's candidacy, when he was put before the nation at the Democratic National Convention, and everybody then knew who he was, how bright, this is different, as he even said, I'm the flavor of the month. He knew that as time went on and he made that statement about there is no black America and there is no white America, there's just the United States of America.
There's only one America.
That is when black people should have emailed him as I did. We should have emailed him, it's not too late, en masse, to say, hold on, Barack, we cannot be disingenuous and allow you to put that out as if it is true. Your campaign has to speak truth to power. Now, you can say, I would like to have that, but you must first make it clear to everyone that that is an issue in America, and that if you are ready, he's kind of sliding into some of that now, but if you are ready to move from that, I represent that candidate. And I can't do it alone.
If y'all not ready, I'm sorry.
And if you're not ready, there's a good possibility I will not win. That is the truth.
That's
to me, that's putting the onus on the voters. That's keeping me honest. That's keeping everybody honest. And that's changing the whole paradigm of politics in the United Snakes of America.
Let me say, wow. You sound like Reverend Wright. I want to cut this off, but I got to ask you this. So does Barack does he have to lose his black soul to gain the world, to gain the presidency? Does he have to gain the presidency, does he have to lose his black soul? You know what I'm saying? Does he have to be homogenized, a race-neutral Negro to become president?
For many of our young people who may be viewing this, I want you to look up Dr. Faustus. There's a thing called the Faustinian principle. And that is when you sell your soul to the devil to gain what you consider worldly riches and goods. And the question then becomes, after you look that up and you find out what happens, you will answer your own question. I don't know where that has ever been a successful, had a long-term, successful outcome.
Not long-term.
And my concern is that with the last statement, press conference denouncement, that Barack finally made, that they kept inching him to, when I say they, I defined them earlier, the white, racist, male, supremacist, corporate-owned and controlled media in America, which is really the government too, and the media. They have now, he has finally leaned over into that, regard. When he made this denouncement, he did more than denounce or distance himself from Pastor Wright. He distanced himself from the principles that black people live by and have lived by, and it's the only really things that have kept us from succumbing to this white supremacist doctrine and being swallowed up. So now he's out there. He's isolated. He's isolated. And to even go further, we have to understand, as we said before, this transgenerational guilt. That means that they will do everything in their power to keep him from being elected. If they can't get him this way, they're going to get him another way. And if that happens, or when that happens, then who will we blame? So for the record, when that happens, I will blame those people who are closest to him, who advised him that it would be in his best interest, because now it's like his best interest, okay, and the people that he wishes to serve, to distance himself from the people who look most like him in that other America that doesn't exist. And that is very disturbing because that takes us backwards. And one last thing before I go. Everything has a cultural and historical context in this country. The question becomes, what history are black people reading, and from what culture are they attempting to, do they gain their perspectives? And I advise black people, like Malcolm said, you better get back your mind, because where did we leave it? You left your mind in Africa. And you would think Barack would know that, since his daddy,
better than us.
but obviously that was not a lesson he learned. Not from that perspective, maybe culturally, but not from that perspective. So on that, I know you got
to go to Milwaukee. Okay, say bye-bye and we'll see you
Okay,
tomorrow.
Mark, and have a good time.
All right, I got to throw some graphics in that and we'll see how they work out.